Chancellor, the Vulcan archaeologist Shaynok sent some artifacts to Merton Station to be tested. Can you give us any information about this?
I'm sorry. Shaynok's artifacts were in the destroyed section of the station, as were many other relics we were analyzing. Thank you again for your efforts, but I'm afraid we're rather busy. There's much work to do to recover from this disaster.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
I'd like to confirm our current orders.
Of course. Starfleet Command is still considering the options. While we review the situation, the Enterprise is to remain on patrol.
What's your assessment of our recent performance?
You did good work on Marasia. Dr. Hunforsh is back at work with the Preserve, and relations with the Marasians have improved noticeably since your visit. Shall I go on?
Please do.
The Enterprise responded to a distress call from Merton Station. Good work there, Picard. Without your efforts, this could have been a real catastrophe. You saved hundreds of lives, kept the station operational, and even managed to save the experimental power core. Congratulations. Shall I go on?
Please do.
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease, but I'm still concerned about the Romulan activity in the area. Look sharp, Captain.
What is the current situation, Admiral? Is there anything in particular we should be aware of?
Aside from some Romulan activity along the border, things are fairly calm. But we have received an official complaint from Garrett regarding the refugees. This is a tricky diplomatic situation, and it would help if you found the fifth scroll, or proved it didn't exist.
Picard out.
I am Lieutenant Commander Data of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
Captain Picard said that his personal representative was Commander Riker. I will speak to him and him alone.
I'm Counselor Deanna Troi of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
Chancellor Laraq told me to expect a Commander Riker. If you are not him, then we may have nothing further to discuss.
Come no closer. I am the Gatekeeper of the Door of Enlightenment. You must answer my questions appropriately to determine whether you are wise enough to proceed. Those who answer inappropriately will be punished if they attempt to pass.
I am ready to answer your questions.
What is the central principle of the fifth scroll?
The central principle maintains that the true path to enlightenment lies in singing.
Then you do not understand that the sounds are less important than the meaning behind them. Why are you here?
We are attempting to determine what happened to Aelont.
That cannot be your only reason, since you arrived before you knew Aelont was missing. How does a person reach enlightenment?
A person may reach enlightenment through learning.
Facts are but the quicksand of enlightenment. Your answers are inappropriate. You must look deeper within yourself if you wish to attain enlightenment.
Ask your questions.
Why do you wish to pass through the door of enlightenment?
I don't know what lies beyond it.
Then you do not know what you are seeking. Which of the sects has correctly interpreted the fifth scroll?
I don't know. I don't have enough information to answer that.
Too many facts can close a mind to knowledge. Why are you here?
Several Garidian refugees needed our help.
Your motives are deeper than that. The Garidians have no authority over you. You are approaching enlightenment, but you must reconsider your answers before you may pass through the door.
Praise the lawgiver who has decreed that we should meet again. What can I do for you?
Whatever happened to Nachyl?
He is occupied elsewhere, contemplating the price of ambition.
You look a lot better than you did in that stasis field.
Thank you. I am feeling much better now.
Would it be possible to take another object from your vault?
Very well, but my people would be greatly displeased if I gave away too many of our treasures. You may have no more than 3 objects at any time. However, you may exchange the objects you have for different ones if you wish. Here is the key to the vault.
It looks like a pretty ordinary stasis jar. It's basically just a pole with some fancy work on the end. Aelont said...
What do you want now?
I'm Counselor Troi of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
Chancellor Laraq said that Commander Riker was your spokesman. I am under no obligation to speak to anyone else. What would I do with that? Go away.
This unit has the same sonic locking mechanism as the device in Madia's temple. The touchpad's much newer than the rest of the room. I think it was added by the Garidians.
It looks like the scroll had a self-destruct mechanism. We must have triggered it somehow. We'd better beam back to the ship. Beam us up.
Captain's log supplemental. Through an unfortunate accident, the Garidian's 5th scroll has been destroyed. Lucana, T'Bak, and Avakar are devastated by the loss, but have indicated they want to return to their homeworld and continue their work.
Words cannot express how deeply we regret the loss of the 5th scroll, Chancellor.
I thank you for your concern, Captain, but we survived 1,000 years without the scroll. The fact that it is now gone will make little difference to our daily lives.
But the words in that scroll could have resolved the disputes between your sects.
Perhaps, but it could just as easily have fanned those disputes into open warfare. The fifth scroll did contain the truth, Captain, but after many long years of struggle, our culture achieved a certain balance without it. And sometimes, balance is even more important than truth.
At least this encounter has initiated a friendly contact between our two cultures.
Captain, a Garidian warbird is decloaking off the port bow. It is the Asurum, Captain Pintara's ship. They are hailing us.
On screen.
Thank you for leading us here, Captain Picard. The ruling council has wondered for centuries where these people ran off to.
You have no business here, Captain Pintara. We are in Federation space and this world has asked for our protection. I intend to give it to them.
This is no longer a matter of a little scout ship, Captain. A subspace message was sent from your ship to the Garidian rebels. A full-scale revolution has erupted on Garrett.
We sent no messages.
I suspect it was that revolutionary Lucana. She delights in stirring up trouble. Surrender her, end her companions at once, or face the consequences.
Captain, the Asurum is powering up its disruptors.
Shields up.
Captain Pintara, anyone who has been sending unauthorized subspace messages from my ship will be dealt with severely. I do not tolerate that sort of behavior.
You may have a few minutes to investigate, but I'm still not leaving without those people.
Mr. Worf, get me Lucana on the comm.
What do you want, Captain?
Are you responsible for a subspace message being sent to Garrett?
Yes, I brought a subspace microtransceiver with me. Now that the fifth scroll has been destroyed, there is no reason to hold back the social revolution that must engulf Garrett.
You are playing games with thousands of lives and risking an interstellar incident.
Freedom for my people is worth any price, Captain.
Lucana, this has gone far enough. If I get my mother to intercede with the ruling council, will you come back to Garrett and stop the revolution?
Your mother is as reactionary as the council.
She is a woman of honor. She would keep her word even to you, someone she hates.
If she can get the council to listen, it might be worth the gamble.
Captain, can you patch me through to my mother's ship?
Make it so, Mr. Worf.
Mother, there is no need for fighting. If you will give Lucana safe passage back to Garrett and convince the council to hear her, she will return and stop the rebellion.
If she just wants to appear before the council, why did she flee before? I would have brought her there.
Yes, in chains.
We thought that bringing the fifth scroll home would reinforce our arguments, but the scroll's been destroyed now, so we have no other choice.
I swore I would bring Lucana back to the council. It is also my duty to stop the rebellion. This would accomplish both aims at once. Captain Picard, I will power down my disruptors, so you can lower your shields, and let me beam T'Bak, Avakar, and Lucana to my ship. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
Under better circumstances, I hope. Commander, the Enterprise is a match for a single warbird, but against any more than that, we risk losing the ship.
Captain, we need those relays intact to coordinate our defenses. So far, the Romulans have used only hit-and-run tactics. They don't seem to want to fight. If the Enterprise shows up, it might be enough to chase them off.
All right, we'll see what we can do.
Is there anything else you need?
We'd like to replenish some of our organic supplies.
Send a requisition to my supply chief, and we'll transport what we can spare to your ship.
Captain, 3 warbirds are entering the system. They are not cloaked.
Red alert! Shields up!
I don't understand it. They're not even attempting to hide.
Could it be some kind of trick?
Prepare to engage, Mr. Worf.
Captain, the Romulans are changing course. They are retreating.
Helm, change course to intercept. It's time we found out what they're up to.
Sir, one of the warbirds is breaking formation. It is turning to engage us. We're holding.
Attention, Romulan vessel. This is Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the Federation Starship Enterprise.
I am Tyralak, commander of the Imperial warbird Psionex.
Your ship is crippled, Tyralak. I'm offering to beam you and your crew aboard the Enterprise. You will be well treated.
No doubt. Unfortunately, we will not be able to accept your generous offer.
Captain, energy emissions from the Psionex are rapidly increasing. I believe they have activated their self-destruct system. Helm, back us off. I don't want us anywhere near that ship when it goes.
It doesn't have to end like this, Tyralak.
For us, there is no other way, Picard. You know, you fight like a Romulan. Perhaps now, I can show you how to die like one.
It doesn't matter. There are too many of them. Helm, get us out of here. Engage.
What do you have to report, Captain?
The relay station has been destroyed. We were badly outnumbered, and I wasn't willing to risk the Enterprise.
I see. That's unfortunate. That station was critical for the defense of this sector. But we've got other problems. We've lost contact with the USS Ayres somewhere in the Baramar system.
Another attack? Why did your ships cross the neutral zone, Tyralak? Surely you knew that you would be intercepted.
Of course we did.
Then what was the purpose? There was nothing to be gained from this.
We gained far more than you realize.
You know this attack cannot succeed, Tyralak. Only a fool throws away his life for a hopeless cause.
I am no fool, Picard. If you understood what was at stake here...
Enlighten me.
Sometimes, ultimate power demands ultimate sacrifice. Once the Chodak weapon is in our hands, there will be a reckoning. The Federation, the Klingons, the Cardassians, none of you can even comprehend the fate that awaits you. Enjoy the time that you have left.
Starfleet will repel this invasion, Tyralak.
You think this is an invasion?
What else would you call dozens of warbirds crossing the neutral zone into Federation space?
I'd call it the beginning of a great race. A race which we shall win.
A race with whom, and for what? Does this have something to do with the alien attacks on the far side of your empire?
You know of this? Well, believe me, they will pay for their assault in due time.
If your fight is with someone else, then why did you engage us?
We couldn't risk any interference with our plan. We had to delay you, and we did. Our lead ships are now far beyond your reach. You've already lost, and you don't even realize it.
I trust that you are handling the prisoners appropriately.
Of course, but several of them are still alive.
Captain, I'd like to respectfully remind you that you are in Federation space, and as such, you're expected to conform to Federation rules of conduct, including the proper treatment of prisoners.
They have been given the proper treatment that Romulans deserve.
Perhaps it would be better for all concerned if you released the prisoners into our custody instead.
This is a Klingon matter, Picard. It is none of your concern. If our methods are so distasteful to you, Perhaps next time the Federation can defend itself without our help. Ky'Dra out!
This pyramid resembles some I've seen in ancient Chodak ruins.
I'm glad to meet him face to face.
Thank you for allowing us to beam down.
I welcome you in the Lawgiver's name. Although the sects have refused to help, I am more than willing to assist you.
What do you know about the Chodak? If you gave us the crystal, I am confident we could read it safely.
Very well. I will entrust the crystal to you. All I ask is that you share whatever you discover to satisfy our own curiosity.
It is time to end our conversation.
As you wish. May the spirit of the Lawgiver guide your path through the stars.
Then we are finished here. Beam us up.